good on you, but it'll look a lot better on me.
Hey, what's going on YouTube land? It's me, TJ. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia. And today, I want to talk about a little incident that happened between Tiffany Stratton and Mandy Rose. So, I believe Mandy Rose have like a podcast, and she was on the subject of Tiffany Stratton. So, in the podcast, she was saying how Tiffany Stratton stole her catchphrase of "put some respect on my name," which she stole that catchphrase from Birdman originally.
Playing with my fucking name. I'll drill y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name.
And I'm pretty sure so many other people said it before him, and it's just crazy to me. So basically, Mandy Rose has said that she stole the catchphrase. Also, Tiffany Stratton has said it the same way that Mandy Rose has said it and everything like that. And I just find it hysterical that she said that Tiffany Stratton stole her catchphrase.
You put some respect on my name and put some respect on my name.
Mandy Rose
I knew this conversation was coming.
was upset that you took her catchphrase.
Tiffany Stratton used my slogan.
Put some respect on my name.
This even used like the same kind of tone.
What's your thought on that?
Honestly, I think it's a little sad that she felt the need to go on her podcast and say something like that. But I wish her the best. Honestly, I think Mandy is amazing. I think all around, she could wrestle, she could talk, she looked great. I think that is such an amazing comparison. And yeah, I think what an honor to be compared to Mandy Rose.
Little thing I wanted to shout out. I see a lot of Mandy versus Tiffany Stratton. People like to compare Tiffany Stratton to me and vice versa. I know she gets that a lot, and she just got asked in an interview this weekend of how she feels about those comparisons, and I thought it was really sweet. She said all nice things about me, and she said it's an honor to be compared to someone that, someone like me, which is cool, and I think I'm very honored as well. And I said, I think I retweeted something, and I was like, real recognizes real, because I'm always about like putting other people over when they deserve it, of course. And I think she's an incredible talent. I think she has a really bright future. And I always said that I remember her first match in NXT. I was really, really blown away because the girl wasn't wrestling for that long. And I was like, damn, like she knew what she was doing, which was really crazy. Because at that time when I was in NXT, I don't know if I put on a match like that. So
that's awesome. No,
it takes time. We both know.
It's cool to see just the humbleness of her, and like you said, it is an honor in both aspects.
It is.
But it's just one of them things where people love to compare, right? Because you guys.
I always got
your
Stratus.
Yeah, the same kind of like look a little bit. Mm-hmm. But no, that's interesting.
There can only be one Mandy Rose, though.
Yeah,
guys.
exactly. Only one Mandy.
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I actually do want to see them feud. And here's why. I remember seeing a theory on the timeline of Mandy Rose's championship reign. And I said that on my social media platforms as well after I seen it. I was like, I could see that happening. So here's the theory. Mandy Rose, as we all know, or should I say, maybe it's not so known, I don't know, but Mandy Rose was not supposed to drop her championship to Roxanne Perez originally. She actually was supposed to go over, but because of, reasons that are online, I'll probably post it somewhere so that way y'all could know and be privy to it. So basically, the decision was reversed, and Mandy Rose had dropped her championship to Roxanne Perez. And then shortly after, she was released from WWE or NXT. I mean, same umbrella, right? But she left, she did her own business ventures, and haven't looked back ever since. She did say that she won't mind coming back if the right opportunity presents itself, or somewhere down the line. I'm
A
paraphrasing.
lot of wrestling questions, obviously, the most common when I'm coming back to WWE. So I'll just give a general answer so I don't have to go through all those. But I don't know if I'll ever be back in WWE. I don't know what the future holds. However, I'm enjoying my life a lot right now, and we're getting married soon. We got a lot of big plans, a lot of trips, a lot of exciting things in the works. So, yeah, that's your answer.
We never shut doors, though. You never shut doors.
You never shut doors. I will say, if I was to ever come back, it would be for my fans, for you guys. Because I know you guys miss me, and I miss you guys too.
Just to catch you up with the timeline, basically, after Roxanne won the NXT Women's Championship, she had to drop it due to injury. So then they had a tournament, and then I believe at Stand and Deliver, Indy Hartwell had won the Women's Championship. Then she had to drop it because she had got injured. It was like, goodness gracious, this championship is jinx. So after that, Tiffany Stratton actually competed in a tournament, I believe it was, and so did La Valkyria. These two had fought it out, and La Valkyria, in a losing effort, lost against Tiffany Stratton, and Tiffany Stratton became the new NXT Women's Champion. So, but here's the timeline I seen online, and I think also would have happened as well. I feel like Mandy Rose would have went over on Roxanne Perez. After that, probably had like a few little title defenses, and I feel like at some point probably Tiffany Stratton would have won like a number one contender match, and I feel like that's who she was supposed to drop the championship to eventually, because let's just be honest, Indy would have never even sniffed the NXT Women's Championship if Mandy Rose was still the champion. And I feel like they would have did a whole breakup arc, being as though that Toxic Attraction was going to break up anyways, because they end up doing it on, what was it, Ding Dong Hello, aka Bailey's show that she had. And I feel like that was going to play a part in why Mandy Rose was going to drop the championship, because then she would have been so distracted and distraught. She would have never known what to do and everything like that. I feel like they were going to play into that. And I feel like after that, Tiffany Stratton was probably going to do her little psychological warfare on her and all, like, oh, well, your head's not in the game, but you better keep it in the game because I'm coming up next, or whatever. They probably would have a little exchange, maybe a big cat fight, pull apart brawl and everything of that nature. Then the story leading into that match would have been, oh, can Mandy Rose keep her head in the game, being as though, once again, Gigi Dolan and JCJ are at odds, and they lost the championship. So now they're totally broken off, and they just want to tear each other to shreds. And now Mandy Rose's head's not in the game, and this plays a part in Tiffany Stratton using this against her in the match and takes full advantage. And then Tiffany Stratton winds up finally winning the Women's Championship over Mandy Rose. And then I feel like that's when Mandy Rose probably would have went to the main roster after the fact. I feel like that was supposed to happen originally, but because plans were foiled because of Mandy's outside ventures, that's why they dropped the whole story angle altogether. And Mandy Rose's championship reign will always be a big what if after this long historic reign, because if that was going to happen and she was supposed to drop it at the next pay-per-view event after Stand and Deliver, I'm going to put it down below. The PLE event that came after Stand and Deliver, where she was supposed to drop the championship to Tiffany Stratton. But that would have marked almost 600 days as NXT Women's Champion. 579, I believe. So from when she won it to when she was supposed to lose it, she would have been the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion in history, period. And if that was the case, there was going to be no way after that she was just not going to be a bigger star on the main roster. Because if that's the case, it was no point in her coming back to reinvent herself. And honestly, she was getting over. Like, she was so good, or at least in the fans' eyes, and mine too, that she reinvented herself and it was a success. They were even cheering her at one point in time, and they didn't care that she was a heel. They really loved this woman, and honestly, rightfully so. It's a testament to Mandy Rose's comeback story, because honestly, she kind of was like floundering in the main roster, and she kind of got lost in the sauce. And eventually, WWE decided, hey, why don't you go to NXT? And it's a good thing that she did do that, because it actually worked out in her favor, being as though that she was the NXT champion, and she is on a great list of NXT women's champions, being longest reigning women's NXT champions, being as though I think it was Asuka and Shayna Baszler being two of arguably the greatest NXT Women's Champions in history, being two of the longest reigning NXT Women's Champions in history. So definitely some good company to be a part of. And honestly, I would not mind seeing Tiffany Stratton versus Mandy Rose. The only thing about it is they kind of have like the same archetype a little bit. So it'll be like evil twin versus evil twin. Guess we're both evil then.
Evil twin, evil twin.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested in seeing that still. And I know this will probably be a hot take, but I kind of am more excited to see Tiffany Stratton and Mandy Rose's rivalry, because it's a little bit meat on the bone, being as though that Mandy Rose can say that, oh, well, if I was still around, you would have never been NXT Women's Champion. And then Tiffany Stratton could have been like, oh, well, we can't live in the past. See if you can take this championship off of me. And I ain't gonna lie, I want to see how that's gonna turn out. And if WWE is looking, and I'm pretty sure they are paying attention, I do feel like that'll be a great opportunity to, hey, you know what I'm saying, give Mandy Rose a contract to fit her in somewhere down the line with a program with Tiffany Stratton, and then they could play up on promos of her podcast when she said that, oh yeah, you stole my line, and then they could just go back and forth from there. I'm not gonna lie. And another thing before I end this video, Mandy Rose arguably had one of the best NXT returns that I can think of imaginable, as far as like a superstar coming from the main roster and going back to NXT. She revitalized her career. She got better on the mic, got better in in-ring skills and everything of that nature. I would have to say, honestly, that Mandy Rose walks so that way Tiffany Stratton can run. And I say that because I feel like after NXT seen the big success after Mandy Rose came back to NXT, that like a big wave of like the baddie archetype female was ushered in after Mandy Rose, and she definitely created a new wave for NXT baddies of sorts to come. Hence Tiffany Stratton and her big movement after winning the NXT Women's Championship and then moving to the main roster and now is the current WWE Women's Champion. She definitely paved the way for Tiffany Stratton to go ahead and make way, but definitely flowers to Mandy Rose because she definitely improved tremendously. And nothing but respect to that woman, whether you like her or not. She definitely created a lane for the NXT girlies to walk down, and nothing but respect to her. This is gonna be my last time saying it, but I really want to see them fight. I want to see how that's gonna turn out. But comment down below, how do you feel about Tiffany Stratton versus Mandy Rose? Do you feel like you want to see the outcome between those two and who's gonna come out on top? Who really deserves to use the catchphrase, put some respect on my name? Or you like, man, get out of here with them two blonde bimbos. Comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. Help me grow this channel. Your love and support is definitely greatly appreciated. Welcome. Peace. TJ, I'm out.
Brown, blue, black, green, yellow, purple. It don't matter what hair color I have. I'm still the baddest bitch in the game.
Damn, girl, that apple looks good enough to eat, and when it falls on the tree, I should be bouncing to the beat. Damn, girl, that apple looks good enough to eat, and when it falls on the tree, I should be bouncing to the beat.
Does that mean he comes with me?
You're so pretty.